My name is Brad Pounders, and I am from Memphis, Tennessee. I started playing music as a child. I had a piano teacher, which lasted about a week. I was not happy being told what to play and how to play, and I didn't like the music that we were playing, but I did like playing music. So I just started teaching myself how to do it, first on the piano, and then I switched to guitar, and then drums, and then it just kind of grew from there. You know, I went back as an adult to try to learn more about the real way to play the piano, but I play most things by ear. The first professional band I was in was a band called Dynamo Hum, and this was many years ago. We toured, we recorded, we made a benefit CD, Habitat for Humanity. I was very proud of that because we raised a lot of money. After that, I hooked up with some friends of mine, Shelby, Bryant, and Alicja, Trout. It turned into the Clears.
Against this massive weight, and hopeful to prove that it rains again today.
A lot of people had said it was kind of an 80s retro thing, but it wasn't. It was that we just happened to be using those kinds of instruments. We were signed to Smells Like Records, which is Sonic Youth's drummer's label. We had some success. After that kind of broke apart, the three of us went our own separate ways and continued to write and release records. I worked with American Deathray. I had my own label called Serious Therapy Records, and that released split 7-inch vinyl with Robby Grant under the name Vending Machine. It was a pretty cool little project. Then for me, for a while, I kind of backed out of all of that. Coming back into it, kind of reinvigorated myself creatively and musically, and made a more concise choice as to here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be a songwriter. To wake up and say, I'm a songwriter, this is what I'm going to be doing today. I've found that it takes a lot of discipline and scheduling, and I'm not very good at that at all. But generally, it starts with the music. Some people it starts with the lyrics, but for me it usually starts with the music or a melody. I'll use kind of throwaway recorders just to get the idea so I don't lose it, come back to it, record it. It can be very frustrating, but I have to be able to push through that frustration. I know that if I'm starting to get frustrated with something, then I'm about to finish it. It's about to be done. It's just kind of opening myself up and being available to let it happen. From one song to the next, it changes. It's very organic. There's a lot of control to it, which I have very little of. And most of us don't have much control over anything. But this is something that's always been there no matter what happens in life, that I can kind of corral, and it's very rewarding to be able to find that space. It's real and it's authentic. It's not based on anything other than this is just who I am. You know, I'll see people or I'll hear something, it's like, gosh, that's so good. That's not what I'm doing at all, and it's so much better. But then at the same time, that then turns back on itself to give me more reason to work harder. Being a Memphis musician I have found is a big deal outside of Memphis. It's very hard to understand while we're here what that means. It does mean something because the music in Memphis is really amazing. I mean, there's a depth. It's kind of this curve that's been coming for a long time, and with all the $5 cover stuff and TV, and a lot of exposure is being given to Memphis, and rightly so. I think something that's specific to the Memphis music scene is that it's very supportive of itself, you know, from the community at large. Here in Memphis, it's kind of a team effort. The connection that music brings between people.